All right, y'all. So as I'm at my conference, I typically post on Wednesdays. I'm posting a little later today, but I wanted to talk to you about Disability Pride. So July is Disability Pride, in case you didn't know. And I kind of just wanted to talk about, what that means as far as individuals who have disabilities and then non-disabled individuals like myself. Disability pride is basically, giving individuals with disabilities, the right or the freedom, I should probably say, to be prideful regarding their disability. We have gay pride, we have black pride, we have, so many other things that we like to take pride in, but it's not really talked about that much as far as those with disabilities. I think in our culture, we kind of want to get away from and try to fix people who have disabilities, but there's a sense of pride in that, and we have to respect that as those who are non-disabled or as advocates of that community as well. Today was like the opening session, and the opening speaker was actually Andrea Levant, and she is one of the producers. She played a huge role, not like an actual role in the movie, but more so behind the scenes in the documentary Crip Camp. And she talked about disability pride and what that was like for her as a black disabled woman, and how having two parents who came from HBCUs, like, she learned a lot about black pride, but she never really learned about disability pride, and she had a lot of negative feelings surrounding that. So that just kind of got me to thinking, what does disability pride look like for students that we serve, or for family members that you may have who have a disability. And one of the points she brought up was history. We have to know our history. So there are a lot of black individuals who had disabilities. Fannie Mae Lou, I hope I'm saying her name in the right way, but she was someone who was very big in the black community and who had a disability, and there's some pride in that. So we have to make sure, especially our black and brown students, that they know who their ancestors were who had disabilities. And I actually, last year around this time, around when George Floyd was murdered, I did a lot of writing about black individuals and black individuals with disabilities and what that looks like. And I will link it down below. I think it's posted on my LinkedIn, and then I'll probably post it on my blog, but I'll link it down below for you. So make sure you check it out. So, what should we be doing, this month during the month of Disability Pride? I think that I would say that we definitely, need to, get in community with someone, which was a part that Andrea brought up. She talked about cultivating community, which is very important. And, when we're talking about different theme months, we need to get into community, with that group. So in light of disability, pride, we want to cultivate community with individuals who do have disabilities. That could just be striking up a conversation. It doesn't have to be, disability led, and you may not just want to go there, straight off the bat, but just striking up, a conversation with someone who does have a disability, maybe just getting their point of view of the issues, that are happening right now that are really affecting, that community. Voter suppression is a big one. There's a lot going on right now where individuals with disabilities are being suppressed as far as voting and accessibility. I'm probably going to do like a write-up about that soon. I may talk about it within the next few weeks, because that's a big thing right now. But we do want to get into community, with those individuals. Throughout the presentation today, something came up. Everybody's not going to be able to go to DC, and beat down the steps and protest, but there are, small things that we can do. Person first language is a really big thing. So when we're talking about individuals who do have disabilities, we don't want to lead with their disability because they're a person first, right? So that's an easy way that you can cultivate disability pride. And then, thinking about the different language that we do use when referring to the disability community, I know there are individuals who have disabilities that find power or find pride in the word disabled. we don't want to ignore those experiences. We don't want to kind of write them off. We definitely don't want to try to fix them, you know, have this medicalized view. And then that also brings me to the point of, you know, some paternalistic views that non-disabled individuals have towards the disability community, you know, so like you're their parent, right? That's a very, you know, inappropriate view that doesn't foster, you know, disability pride. It actually, you know, takes away that person's freedom, and the choices that they may want to make. So that's something that we definitely want to stay away from. So during Disability Pride Month, let's learn our history. Let's make sure that we're using person first language. Let's make sure that we are encouraging individuals who do have disabilities to not be ashamed to for us to cultivate community with them, and for everyone, you know, to learn the history of disability rights of Black and brown individuals with disabilities. I am a Black and brown person as well, and that's very, very important to me. So those are some of the things that we can do this month. Drop down in the comments and let me know, what do you think about Disability Pride Month? Do you do anything, you know, in particular? Did you even know that it was Disability Pride Month? Drop down in the comments and let me know. And I'll see you this weekend. Bye.